Alright, what's up everybody? Just getting back into the habit of doing these regular weekly update videos. If you're waiting for a resolution to the cliffhanger that came a couple weeks ago in the last video that I recorded, still not quite ready to divulge details on that particular feature, so you'll have to wait a little bit longer for that one, sorry. But I am ready to talk about the work that happened last week. Primarily around the upcoming Eleventy 1.0.1 release. So we did a lot of bug fixing and triage for that. But before I dive too deep into that, I did want to do just a quick plug for the Eleventy Meetup that's happening this week. There's going to be a lot of great content besides the talk that I'm going to be doing, which will be sort of state of Eleventy. We have Salma is doing a talk about their conversion from Next.js. Raymond's going to be doing a talk about conversion from Hugo and Jekyll. Benjamin's going to be doing, Benjamin and Veronica will be doing one on WordPress, and Monty will be doing one on Gatsby. So that should be really good, so check it out this Thursday, I believe. Another article I wanted to talk about was this article from Manuel that was in Smashing Magazine. Just a great community contribution around how to build a paginated list with filtering, and the headline doesn't feature it, but it's using Alpine.js and Eleventy, so check that one out. I did also want to highlight just this tweet that came out last week about this use case where Kamulks is actually using Eleventy to generate for like a bunch of different sites at the same time, and also their Nginx configuration. I thought that was super cool and sort of off the wall, but yeah, just like kind of a really neat use case that I had not expected. Another one that came onto my radar this week was SRNW. This is a built with Eleventy site. Check it out. It's really clean and minimal, and it works great. Another one I really wanted to highlight this week was I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, probably not. Apologies if I'm not. But this is a very content-dense website that's also built with Eleventy. I thought it was really well done. So check that one out. So, as I mentioned, Eleventy 1.0.1, a lot of bug fixes and triage went into this one. So you can check out the milestone for all of the fixes and things that went into it. The main things to note is that this is the first stable release that has the performance build time and improvements that went into web.dev. So we worked with some of the Google folks, and they helped us diagnose some real low-hanging fruit around improving their build time specifically. So we made some improvements to core to do that, and it will probably make your project build speedier too. So that's great. Another thing that we added here is a get last modified string that you can feed into your date front matter if you want to sort based on the last git commit. Another thing we added here was global data for the Eleventy version. So if you want to know inside of your data cascade what version of Eleventy you're running on, you can use eleventy.version now. So we also have this eleventy.generator global data, and this is to use with a meta generator tag. So this is a standard convention to declare what static site generator or otherwise site generator you're using to build your site. And various tools use this to aggregate some larger global statistics around tooling usage and performance usage and things like that. I don't know if you've heard of Wappalizer, but that tool uses this generator tag to sort of analyze what different tools are using or what different sites are using behind the scenes. And so we did add this Eleventy generator global data that you can use to feed into that if you want. And that's already on the documentation now. Under the Eleventy supplied data section. And moving forward, we may end up requiring this meta name generator to be in place on your site for the site to be featured on our leaderboards. And that's just to prevent stale sites that perhaps have been rewritten in a different tool. We don't necessarily want them to feature on our leaderboards. And in some cases, I've seen some sites do that, and then their score drops a lot. So we just want to make sure that all the sites that are listed on the leaderboards are accurately using Eleventy. I also did a bunch of work specifically around the Eleventy 2.0 release with serverless. So yeah, I think the biggest one is this fix that came in. So we had a bug with Eleventy serverless where it would not actually bundle the dependencies from your template and directory data files or local dependencies from your config. So we got that all cleaned up, and we did actually ship a new 2.0 Canary 5 that has those fixes included. So if you've been having a little trouble with serverless and getting your dependencies to bundle correctly for your serverless routes, definitely try out the new Canary 5 release. And the other big thing that came was a fairly big change around configuration reloading. So that should be better in the new 2.0 Canary 5 moving forward. If you notice that when you make changes to your configuration file, we do want the configuration file to hot reload. So if you're noticing that changes aren't getting picked up when you're making changes to your configuration file, definitely file a new issue after you test with this new 2.0 Canary 5. And that is kind of it. We had 2.0 Canary 5 come out with a bunch of improvements to serverless and configuration reloads, hot reloads, and we will be launching the 1.0.1 stable release today, which has a bunch of build time improvements. So yeah, try those out and let me know how they work. Thanks, y'all.